My name is Rachel, and I welcome you to the mat. I want to kind of discuss and reflect on what the fifth Yama is and means. So, the fifth Yama is Aparigraha, and the meaning of that is non attachment, um, non possessiveness, non greed. So, in the literal sense, like maybe not having a materialistic attachment to things would be following parigraha. So, like um, not being overly attached to your car, right? Not finding purpose in what type of car you drive. Um, you know, the yamas, interestingly enough, all build on top of each other. So the first one, ahimsa, is non-harming. And if you think about having an unhealthy attachment to something, that could be harmful to you, right? Like if you find your value in your materialistic worth, then that's harmful to your self-esteem. If for some reason life changes for you and you can't afford the fancy car, you can't afford the fancy handbag. And then in Satya, which is the second yama, uh, it kind of, if you're forming an attachment to only materialistic things in life, um, then are you truly being authentic as a person? Are you truly being truthful um, to your existence? That's just something to reflect on a little bit. And, with Asteya, with the third yama, with Asteya, it, you know, if you have an unhealthy attachment to materialistic things in life, things that would maybe define outwardly a financial success of some kind or something, and you get in a tight space, that's where things like you've seen people, why would somebody embezzle money, or why would somebody do these outrageous things, right? Well, they have an unhealthy attachment to that status, right? That brings. So, and then brahmacharya, the fourth yama, obviously will help with not building a false attachment, is what I would call it. Something that is um, an attachment to something that is going to give you a false sense of self, right? By practicing brahmacharya, also like in the sense of using your energy for the right purposes. Like, are you using your energy um, in the way that would keep you grounded and centered, whether you are, carrying a brand name handbag and how people are going to treat you, or whether you are carrying, a handmade one from home that maybe, you know, doesn't have the status that a brand name bag would have. Are you grounded enough in yourself and not having an attachment to that false sense of status or success, right? Excuse me. And I also um, feel that it also can be individualized for yourself in a practice, taking material items out of the picture and deepening what the meaning might be. Um, I would think, the non possessiveness of an expectation of what you should be, what your body should look like, what your body should be able to do. Um, I'm not going into asana in this talk either, but for example, if you're somebody that maybe has a chronic illness, I have somebody close to me in my family has chronic illness, and I see her suffer sometimes because she has this expectation because of what her body used to be able to do, and how she's fighting and fighting to get that there. And, you know, it's sad sometimes to see, like, it's understandable to see her frustration, but it's also sad that she can't in the moment enjoy what she can do because she has this strong attachment to what she used to be or what she used to be able to accomplish or what she used to do. And the reality is that all of us at some point in our life, hopefully, will reach that point of old age where our bodies are going to be different, right? So even in a situation like hers, like, to not have that attachment of this expectation of having to be something that our body may not be able to be, and being able to be accepting of where it's at is a very peaceful place and a much more enjoyable space to be. So anyways, that is how I feel about the fifth Yama, Aparigraha. I really feel like it not forming a false attachment to expectations or materialistic things or people in our lives, you know, and keeping that healthy alignment of what it means. Doesn't mean that we don't love. It doesn't mean we don't enjoy. It doesn't mean that we don't challenge our bodies to get better or to strive to the next level. It just means that we are not forming an unhealthy attachment to that expectation, and which kind of steals, Asteya kind of steals our joy, right, away from what we can do and what we are in the moment. So thank you for your time. Namaste.